And now we have Kalvin once more from Xodus Ventures, and he's going to lead us once more in a 5-minute exercise, keep us up and moving and not getting stiff. And then that's right, Matthew. And then we have Matthew next up on the docket. And incredible, not crazy, I don't know, it's just looking kind of crazy, but in a fun way over there in Australia. I love my Australian friends down under, and he is going to talk to us about his experience growing up in a drilling and engineering background for his family, and then transitioning into network marketing in the health and wellness industry with a 90% group of women from all over the world. I think they're in something like 6 different countries. Am I remembering that correctly, Matthew? Six or so different countries, and having like cross-country, like can you tell that I have been on here for a while, for a couple of days? Yes, cross-cultural experiences, different religions that they're working with. They have the largest group of Islamic people in their entire business. Wow. It's a really large business. And so he is going to touch on multiple points for us today in masculinity business, and how do you keep your integrity as a male speaking in an industry with so many women in it, right? It's really important with everything that's going on too, and talking about the importance of leadership and so much more. Matthew, thank you for being here today. We will see you in 5.
Yes, well, a little bit longer because it's like 2:50. So before I get going, before I start exercising and we start like getting our workout on, Elysia had mentioned before that I had the dubious honor and opportunity to participate on a show back in 2011 called One Man Army. It was on the Discovery Channel, and Michael Hawke, the star of Man, Woman, Wild and other shows from Discovery Channel, actually hosted that show. So funny, of all things, how I was able to get on that show was from a Craigslist ad. It was crazy. Craigslist, looking stuff like that, and they were looking for military members, and I applied, and they immediately got back to me because they thought it would be interesting to see what a Russian and Chinese linguist would do against a Chicago cop and 2 former Marines, going head to head with 3 elements with the last man standing. So there's 4 of us, 3 things, and then the last man standing won the $10,000 prize for that episode. So if you want to watch that episode, I will make sure that you have my link to my website here, so that way you can see it. It was a lot of fun. I still keep in contact with all of those guys. I'm good friends with Michael Hawke. I'm good friends with all the guys I participated against, and it was a blast. In fact, the funniest thing happened while I was on the show was that each day, because it was new and it was like they were just starting it out, each day they would ask us questions, and then they would actually build a set that day, so that way we could go ahead and participate in what was done. So, and just to let you know how crazy it was, they actually had a Navy SEAL that was their consultant for each of the elements that we had to do. So we would talk, answer questions, then they would build it. So there was some crazy stuff that went down. Okay, that's all I can say for right now. It's a lot of fun. You'll wind up, it's definitely what how could you say this? This is a men's summit. It is definitely a manly type of event. It was amazing, actually. It was probably one of the best things that ever happened to me. Other than that, as far as my background is concerned, Air Force for 8 years, stationed in Okinawa, Japan. Loved my life. It was a lot of fun. So when Grant was talking about his background and things like that, just brought up a lot of great memories and stuff like that. I'm honored to be on the Men's Summit, getting a chance to meet and hear some amazing men talk about some fabulous things. Elysia, again, thank you for putting this together. It has been a hoot and a holler. So let us begin in terms of exercise. Is that all right? All right. So we're going to do some floor work, okay? That's right. Here we go. So we're going to do some core exercises here for a little bit, some floor work and some leg exercises as well. So I get to take you all on a little small journey with me on the ground here. Look at that. Oh, so with that, a lot of times people talk to me about core exercises and stuff like that. And usually what happens is that there's the talk about sit-ups where your arms are behind and your hands are behind your head and you interlace your fingers and you're jacking your neck up and your shoulders and you're just pulling, trying to get that exercise for the core. Well, you don't actually have to do that anymore. There's different types of exercises that you can do where you're not having to wrench your head, your neck, put any strain on your upper body, because there's a lot of back exercises that can cause problems and issues. So what's really good is that I'm just going to demonstrate, and you can do them along with me. When you're sitting down, and if you don't have any lower problem issues as far as your lower back, core, anything like that, you can just sit back and hold it, curving your spine, squeezing your stomach, so that way your upper, middle, and lower abs are working. Your obliques from side to side can work as well if you just hold this exercise. You don't have to wrench, you don't have to move your head or neck in a way that's going to be unnatural or unfun. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our hands across our chest. You're going to come up a little bit. You're going to come back just enough where you feel tightness in your core. Then you're going to come up again, okay? So we're going to do 10 of these. Ready, begin. And 1 and 2, just slight movements. And 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And if you lean back just a little bit, you'll feel your stomach really tighten up there. Just hold it, and we'll hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly come up and feel that stomach really, you felt it move and squeeze and tighten up. Stick out your chest, arch your back just enough just to open it up a little bit. Okay, so really easy core exercises right there. Next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna face you all. My feet are together. What's really good about this is that we get to do leg lifts and out, okay? So we're gonna work on our quadricep muscles, biggest muscles in our legs and on our body, quadricep muscles. We're gonna lift up and then back. We're gonna do 10 on each side. Ready, begin. Out and back 1, out and back 2, out and back 3, out and back 4, out and back 5, out and back 6, out and back 7, out and back 8, out and back 9, out and back 10. All right, opposite leg now. Ready, begin. Out and back 1, out and back 2, out and back 3, out and back 4, out and back 5, out and back 6, out and back 7, out and back 8, out and back 9, out and back 10. So sitting up, bring hands up, take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale. We'll do 3 of those. Back up, in, 2, and 1 more. In, and then relax. Good job, everybody. Looking forward to having Matthew share some phenomenal information and news. Thanks, Matthew, for spending this wonderful time with us. Thank you all for joining that little bit of brief movement and breathing. You all are awesome. Thank you. Please carry on.